am really thankful that when I went to London last week, I landed at like 10 in the morning. I wasn't able to get in my room till like 1, but I'm not going to try to get him in trouble. But as soon as I landed, I was met by a dear brother there in London who happens to be of darker skin than I am. And we just had a really good time sitting there. Well, he'll laugh at this. But when you try to get breakfast in London, English breakfasts, we bought this entire English breakfast. And I'm just picking through, trying to find something. I'm hungry. There was a tiny little pile of eggs. And, what they call bacon is actually just badly made ham. And then, of course, you've got your beans. Your baked beans for breakfast. That's and the tomatoes, and there was some black stuff. I don't know what it was. I about died. Anyway, but despite all that, we had a wonderful time talking about ministry and learning Greek and Greek New Testaments and theology and what's going on in the church. And here I can fly across the ocean, and we have everything in common. There's no division. And then that night, I had contacted one of the pastors at the second church I was speaking at. I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to, we had talked about doing something. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it. I didn't sleep much last night, and I could tell everybody was going to be disappointed. So I got myself on the tube. I got to where I needed to go and had a great time. The weather was horrible. It was that London mist, not just fog. It wasn't fog, but it was raining. You get soaked if you stood in it. But it's not super heavy. And it was cold. But we were out there together. Like I said, I talked with Jehovah's Witnesses, briefly talked to the Muslim man, talked to some other people, passed out a fair number of tracts. And it was just, I'm so thankful. Despite all this negative stuff, I am so thankful that I can go so many different places. And what unites true believers in Christ so transcends anything that could divide us. Whether it's South Africa. I mean, I've gone into the townships down there, and I've just loved the fact that these brothers, black African brothers, you know what they want? Dr. White, everywhere we go in the township, there are Jehovah's Witnesses on every corner. Help us. Help us. Prepare us. Teach us. We want to get the gospel out. And so whether it's South Africa, whether it's Melbourne, Australia, Kiev, Samara, the Netherlands, it doesn't matter. What we have in common is so much more than what could ever divide us. And that we are to be thankful for. That we are simply to be very, very thankful for.